Today we're going to be taking a look at the Westin TRAXX oval Nerf bars in the polished stainless steel. And this is what our Nerf bars are going to look like installed in the truck. As you can see, really nice clean appearance. Typically when we get a call from a customer requesting Nerf bars, it's one of two things. Either they want a little bit of help getting in and out of the vehicle, or they want to improve the appearance of the truck. Now the Nerf bar kit is going to be a full cab length design. So not only are we getting the step here on our driver's door, it's going to give us an area for the rear passengers to step out and on. They've got the polished stainless steel look, and each end has been turned in to kind of follow the contours of the vehicle and give it a nice clean look. Now, unlike the older Nerf bars that were typically round, these are going to be an oval 5-inch wide Nerf bar. That's going to give us a lot more surface area. Now the steps themselves are also 5 inches wide. As you can see, there's a nice flat surface here. The raised texture is going to prevent our foot slipping side to side even if they might be wet. Now the steps are constructed of a UV resistant polymer, so unlike the older style bars, we're not going to have the fading, the cracking, or deterioration that we used to. Another additional improvement that I really appreciate on these Nerf bars as compared to older style is that we no longer have like the plastic cap that just sits in the end. They've completely sealed both ends here. That prevents moisture from getting inside, and we won't have that rusting from the inside out that we used to get. Now another thing you're really going to like about these Nerf bars is it's going to come with all the hardware and brackets that you're going to need to attach it to the truck. There's going to be no drilling or modifications of the truck required. Now to begin our installation, you want to grab one of your brackets. You're going to have 6 of them. They're all identical, so they're all going to go the same position. And if we come back from the wheel well, we want to look for the first little tab that sticks out with a hole in it. We're going to use one of our clip nuts. We'll slide that up and on there. And we've got our M8 bolt, the lock washer and flat washer. That's going to thread into the weld nut on the back side of the body. Then we want to take one of our flange nuts. It's got the lock washer on it, and that's going to thread into the bottom part of the bracket. Now we'll do that same thing for the middle position as well. Now for the rear mount location, we want to come back. This will be the back edge of the cab. Be the first tab with the hole in it in front of that. You can see a larger hole here with a small hole. We'll use the larger hole to get our clip nut in place. Same thing here for the bottom. And we'll use the same style fasteners for both of those locations. Now we're going to snug each one of these down without fully tightening it. We still want a little bit of play in our bracket. Now our lower bolts are going to use a 12 millimeter. The upper bolts use a 13. Now we'll position our step right up on our brackets. There are 2 nut inserts on the bottom at each of our bracket locations. We want to line those up with the 2 elongated holes in our bracket. Then we can thread in one of our cap head M10 bolts, and that should have a serrated lock washer on it and a flat washer at each location. We're going to do that for the 2 holes at each bracket. And with all 6 of those in place, we'll finish snugging down our bracket bolts. Now we'll torque those to the specifications listed in our instructions. Now you'll just want to adjust your step. You can see we've got a little bit of movement room in there. So it's level, then we'll tighten down those cap head bolts. For these, we're going to use a 6 millimeter. Now you'll also want to torque those down to the specifications in your instructions. Now once you've got your passenger side taken care of and all torqued down, you just repeat that exact same process for the driver's side. Now with everything torqued down properly, that completes our installation of the Westin TRAXX oval Nerf bars in the polished stainless steel.